All right, good morning. We're continuing to look at words and or topical words in the Bible. Specifically, this first word I'm going to be starting with isn't really located in the Bible, but it's the word ab. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation of it or not. I tried to find a pronunciation, but wasn't really that successful. But it's the fifth month of the Hebrew year, and it's found in Numbers chapter 33, verse 38. And Aaron the priest went up into Mount Or at the commandment of the Lord and died there in the 40th year after the children of Israel were come out of the land of Egypt, in the first day of the fifth month. That's Numbers chapter 33, verse 38. So, I mean, that's what the word is for the fifth month of the Hebrew year. Again, it's not necessarily found in the Bible, but that's just a word that indicates that particular month in the Jewish calendar. Um, Now we got Abaddon, which apparently means ruin. In Job chapter 31, verse 12, it means ruin. So we're in the words that start with AB right now. Job chapter 31, verse 12. If I can find Job, all of a sudden I lost Job and I couldn't find it anywhere. Job chapter 31, verse 12 says, "For it would be fire that consumes to Abaddon and would uproot all my increase." Hmm. In Job chapter 26, verse 6, Job chapter 26, verse 6, naked is Sheol before him, and Abaddon has no covering. And according to my Bible, it means place of destruction. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 11. Sheol and Abaddon lie open before the Lord. How much more the hearts of men? And also Proverbs chapter 27, verse 20. Sheol and Abaddon are never satisfied, nor are the eyes of man ever satisfied. All right, so that those were occurrences where it's talking about, well, just showing different verses where it's mentioned. And then apparently it means Sheol in Job chapter 28, verse 22. So back to Job, which I'm having trouble finding again. Job chapter 28, verse 22. Abaddon and death say, with our ears we have heard a report of it. Death in Revelation chapter 9, verse 11. They have as king over them the angel of the abyss. His name in Hebrew is Abaddon, and in the Greek he has the name Apollyon. And then we saw, well, I guess I'm a little bit backwards on what the meanings are here, but So that was Apollyon who reigns over the internal regions. And those are all the verses that have Abaddon in it. Interesting. Let me go see if I can find something here. Now I'm curious to look up the definition of the word. I'm looking for something here. Trying to open up. It's taking it a second to open. Let's see, that last one was Revelation chapter 9, verse 11. They have as king over them the angel of the abyss. His name in Hebrew is Abaddon, and in the Greek, he has the name Apollyon. Okay. So let's go to Revelation chapter 9, verse 11. I'll look up the definition of the word here. And they had the king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon. Okay, that means destruction. And Thayer's definition, it means destruction, which means ruin, destruction, the place of destruction, the name of the angel or prince of the infernal regions, the minister of death, and the author of havoc on the earth. And the Strongs means a destroyer, a destroying angel. Interesting. That's pretty much all it has to say about that. See here, I'm just looking up a couple of commentaries to see if they have more insight on it. Um, this commentary says, this is James Vernon McGee, says these locusts are, this is talking about Revelation chapter 9, verse 11. These locusts are further differentiated from ordinary locusts in that they have a king over them. Proverbs chapter 30, verse 27, which says, the locusts have no king, yet go they forth, all of them by bands. But anyway, he goes on to say of natural locusts that they have no king. The king or leader of these locusts is probably one of the fallen angels, the chief henchman of Satan, and he is permitted to lead an invasion of earth for the first time. This is something that is going to be rather frightening. His name in Hebrew means destruction, and in Greek it means the destroyer. This confirms what Daniel told us, that the demon world of the fallen angels is divided into gradations. I think there are generals, majors, lieutenants, sergeants, and buck privates. In Ephesians, we find that the angels of God are divided in the same way. Okay. Let's look at, let's go back to Job 31:12. Job 31:12. For it is a fire that consumeth to destruction and would root out all mine increase. See, in that particular version, it didn't say the word Abaddon. But I think in the New American Standard Bible, it did. Let me go back and look here. Job 31:12. For it would be fire that consumes to Abaddon, which means place of destruction, and would uproot all my increase. But in the King James Version, it says, for it is a fire that consumeth to destruction, which is, okay, that's what the word destruction is. All right, so let's see what is said about 31:12, if anything. Okay, here we go. Not really seeing much said about it. It's not really explained. Okay, well, it's an interesting word. Honestly, I've never really paid much attention to that word as I've read through the Bible before. But now I'm curious, very curious. See, in this case, they've got H11. Abaddon, abstractly a perishing, concretely Hades destruction. So it's a different word in the Greek, in the Strong's anyway. Thayer, I know I'm not making any sense. I'm trying to figure this out. This is very interesting because I wasn't expecting. Oh, I guess Thayer's doesn't have anything on it. Um, let's see, who are some of these other ones? That just tells me all the places that it occurs. This is a Brown Driver Briggs definition. It means place of destruction, destruction, ruin, Abaddon. It's a related word to the other word that we looked at, which was H6. No, actually, we never looked at H6. It was a G9. I think it was a G9 number. But that was probably in the Revelation that was a G9 number. In Revelation, it was G9. Revelation chapter 9, verse 11. The king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon. It was a G3, actually. And that means, according to Mount's dictionary, that means the angel who rules in hell. Strong says a destroying angel. And then Thayer, I already gave the different breakdowns. Thayer says it means destruction. And destruction includes ruin, destruction, the place of destruction, and the name of the angel, prince of the infernal regions, the minister of death, and the author of havoc on the earth. And then this one says that it's related to the Hebrew origin, which is H11, which is why we had an H11. So in the Old Testament, it's an H11. In the Thayer's Greek English or the Strong's Concordance numbers. Anyway, that stuff doesn't matter. I'm just getting sidetracked on that. And anyway, interesting. I haven't really paid any attention to that word before when I've read through it. So this has ended up being an interesting look at that, um, discovering a word that I haven't really paid much attention to. So pretty interesting stuff. Um, Now I'm kind of curious about it. I'd like to see if I can figure out more about it. But that seems to be the different definitions of it. It's kind of like got a variety of different definitions. And now I'm just kind of contemplating where I can maybe find out more information about it. But that's going to be it for today on this one. I don't know if I'll talk more about it when I come back or not. I was going to go a little further into the ABs. We got a lot of ABs to look up, so it's going to take a while to get through all of them. But that's okay. I'm not in a hurry. I'm looking for I'm looking for the knowledge. So however long that takes is fine with me. But anyway, so yeah, we've hit this first word. I mean, AB, I didn't get a whole lot out of the AB word, ab, other than it is the fifth month of the Hebrew year. But we got into this Abaddon, and now I've kind of parked there for a moment trying to figure that one out. Pretty interesting stuff. Have a good day, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.